The definition of conformity is compliance with standards, rules, or laws. In other words, it is easy to just fit in and do what everyone else is doing to not be judged. In 1953, Solomon Asch conducted an experiment to investigate the extent to which social pressure from a majority group could affect a person to conform. Asch used a lab experiment to study conformity, where he used 50 male students from Swarthmore College. Using a line judgment task, Asch put a naive participant in a room with 7 actors. The actors had agreed in advance what their responses would be when presented with the line task. The real participant did not know this and was led to believe that the other 7 actors were also real participants like themselves. Each person in the room had to state aloud which comparison line A, B, or C was most like the target line. The answer was always obvious. The real participant sat at the end of the row and gave his or her answer last. There were 18 trials in total, and the actors gave the wrong answers on 12 trials called the critical trials. Asch was interested to see if the real participant would conform to the majority view. Asch's experiment also had a control condition where there were no actors, only a real participant. Asch measured the number of times each participant conformed to the majority view. On average, about 1/3, 32%, of the participants who were placed in this situation went along and conformed with the clearly incorrect majority on the critical trials. Over the 12 critical trials, about 75% of participants conformed at least once, and 25% of participants never conformed. In the control group, with no pressure to conform to the actors, less than 1% of participants gave the wrong answer. There were also some issues with this experiment. One limitation of the study is that it used a biased sample. All the participants were male students who belonged to the same age group. This means that the study lacks population validity, and the results cannot be generalized to females or older groups of people. Another problem is that the experiment used an artificial task to measure conformity, judging line lengths. How often are we faced with making a judgment like the one Asch used, where the answer is plain to see? This means that study has low ecological validity and the results cannot be generalized to other real-life situations of conformity. Asch replied that he wanted to investigate a situation where the participants could be in no doubt what the correct answer was. In so doing, he would explore the true limits of social influence. In these next clips, we could see how Asch's experiments could have been like.
Class, we're gonna do an experiment where we have the subject choose the wrong one. So the line that looks most like C is this one right here, but we're all gonna choose the most wrong one, which is A, all right?
Sorry guys, I'm late.
Oh, you late again?
Oh my god. I got caught up, sorry. I'm ready.
All right, guys, I want you guys to look at lines A, B, and C and see which one matches the line over here, okay?
I think it's line A. It's line A. Yeah, it's line A.
A? Gotta be A.
A? So why did you choose A?
Everyone else seemed to pick A, so then I felt like I had to pick it, so I did.
The answer is
Definitely A.
Or just that it's A.
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 Why did you choose A? Because everyone else did.
What's that?
All right, class. What do you think the answer is?
Definitely A.
It has to be A.
A, dog.
Guys, it's definitely C.
No, it's A.
Why did you choose C?
Because I counted the lines.
Why did the participants conform so readily? When they were interviewed after the experiment, most of them said that they did not really believe their conforming answers, but had gone along with the group for fearing of being ridiculed or thought peculiar. A few of them said that they really did believe the group's answers were correct. Apparently, people conform for two main reasons: because they want to fit into the group, normative influence, and because they believe the group is better informed than they are, informational influence.